UMC singers. I'm here today with Kim LaRue, and we are going to go through a little bit of a choral warm-up. So I know that a lot of us have been missing singing, and especially throughout the season of Advent, singing is such a part of our connection to this time. So we thought it would be a really cool idea to provide this as a way for people to sing along with on a regular basis to keep up your voice, and hopefully we'll all be back singing together soon. So without no further ado, let's begin. So we're going to start today by stretching all the way up to the ceiling just to get that body working. Now, if you're not able to do this, this is okay. We'll kind of show you a modification, but first we'll just do the full thing. Grab one arm, pull it to the side, nice and gentle. Other arm, other side. Now, if you can't do this, you can put your hands on your hips here and lean to the side. So this is going to get the same effect of really just trying to open up our sides here. Awesome. Now we're going to take our hands and clasp them behind our back. Stretch your hands down, keep your shoulders really heavy, and reach your chin to the ceiling. The goal here is to really open up here in the chest. With all of the online things we've been doing, we have a tendency to kind of collapse into our turtle shell. So even if you're not, getting ready to sing, doing some of these exercises are really great just to kind of get us moving. Now let's do a couple shoulder rolls. We'll just bring them forward, back, and drop. And a few neck rolls. Careful with the neck rolls, just nice and easy. If at any point any of this hurts, take it back a notch. We never want any of the stretching to be painful. All right, now we're gonna end today with kind of a posture reset. So what we're gonna do is we'll lean all the way forward, kind of bending at the hips, really letting everything be heavy and loose. And then you'll slowly raise up, thinking about one vertebrae at a time, stacking up, bringing our shoulders and then finally our head last. So Kim, let's go ahead and demonstrate that. You'll lean all the way forward. Really just think nice, loose, and heavy. And now we'll start by slowly straightening out our legs. Slowly thinking about that spine, each vertebrae stacking up on top of each other, keeping the head and the shoulders really heavy and relaxed, even as we're moving the spine. Bringing those shoulders up, back, and finally the head. Perfect. Okay, so now we're going to move into some breath exercises. This next exercise has a couple of moving parts with it, so I'll explain it first and then we'll go ahead and do it. So what we'll do is kind of releasing all of your breath out of your lungs. You'll breathe in while stretching up the same way we did earlier. Really thinking about that space expanding into where your arms were. So you'll breathe in and with your mouth open, suspend that air in. This is so that we can reduce any tightness or holding in our mouth or our throat. So really keep open and relax. And then, as you breathe out, you'll hiss while letting your arms gently fall down. Keeping the chest really broad, posture nice and tall. All right, now that we know what we're doing, let's all do it together again. So we'll breathe in, raise up. Keep everything open, suspend, and hiss. Great, now we're going to do a call and response, really warming up some of these consonants in this breath. So I'll have you repeat after me. Shh, 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 shh. Good, and with these, do not be afraid to spit a little bit. Since we're all distance, we don't have to worry. So really get into it. Great, all right, so now we've got the breath warmed up and we are going to switch over to a lip or a tongue trill. So the lip trill is when you bring both of your lips together and you kind of blow air through. If you're unable to do that, you can also do the tongue trill, which is basically just rolling your R. And if none of those feel comfortable for you, you can also do this on the V consonant, this V sound. So what we'll start with is scratch a little bit on that top tongue. I know whenever I do those, it makes my lips tickle just a little bit. So the next one that we're going to do is on a yaw vowel, the Y-A. And the goal with this one is to keep, as the sound descends, to kind of keep that ah vowel placed nice and forward. So sometimes the tendency as we go down in pitch is to let these ah vowels kind of move back into our throat. So we'll be singing yaw. And the goal is to connect through the entire time, no dead space. But if it at any time becomes a little too low or uncomfortable at your range, please drop out. We're going to be singing on the vowels oo and e, and the goal for this one is to keep those lips nice and round for the oo, and as we switch into the e, keep those lips neutral and relaxed and just allow your tongue to raise up to create that e sound. tenors, but altos and basses, if this gets too high, please feel free to drop out. We're going to be using all 5 of these different vowels, u, e, e, o, and a. And the goal here is to keep the pitch sounding even as we transition through these vowels. So it should almost feel like your mouth is melting into each different vowel. And the exercise sounds like this. So that's u, e, e, o. And then on ah, we'll descend down the scale. Flexible agility with our voice. So we're going to start this one. It's zia, and it sounds like this. Zia. So E going up the scale, and staccato ahs bouncing down that triad. Zia. Nice and bouncy. Zia. And I'm actually going to add a hand motion with this one. As we do it, I kind of want us to kind of feel like you're bouncing a ball with both of your hands. So this is going to be on the ya sound, and the exercise sounds like this. So it's a little bit longer. If it takes you a few tries to get it, that's totally okay. So let's give it a try. Here we go. Good. singing our Mamma Mia, and the exercise sounds like this. Mamma Mia, Mamma Mia, Mamma Mia, Ma.
Mamma Mia, Mamma Mia, Mamma Mia, Ma. Mamma Mia, Mamma Mia, Mamma Mia, Ma. Mamma Mia, Mamma Mia, Mamma Mia, Ma. Mamma Mia, Mamma Mia, Mamma Mia, Ma. Mamma Mia, Mamma Mia, Mamma Mia, Ma. Mamma Mia, Mamma Mia, Mamma Mia, Ma.
Good. Now we're going to switch it from Mamma Mia to Ta-ta-tia. So we're just switching those M's now to a T. Here we go.
Ta-ta-tia, 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 ta. Ta-ta-tia, 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 ta. Ta-ta-tia, 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 ta. Ta-ta-tia, 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 ta.
Now let's do la. La la lia.
La la lia, la la lia, la la lia, la. La la lia, la la lia, la la lia, la. La la lia, la la lia, la la lia, la.
Za.
Za za zia, za za zia, za za zia, za. Ba ba bia, ba ba bia, ba ba bia, ba.
Ra.
Ra ra ria, ra ra ria, ra ra ria, ra. Ga 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 ya, ga ga gia, ga ga gia, ga.
All right, well, I hope you had a little bit of fun warming up your voice and remembering some of those fun techniques. So I really encourage you to use this video as often as you feel called, and hopefully we will all be back singing together really, really soon.
Thanks, Rachel.
Thank you.